What's up, guys? This is Juan with another episode of Full Send. And on this one, I'll be talking about scaling your team. And I do have a takeaway from this. So, yeah, I'll have to go listen to Matthew McConaughey. So, in the words of Kiefer, stay tuned.
Let's get straight to the point. This what you do and what you don't do. No bullshit, sugarcoat when it comes to repairs and maintenance. Advice you can go to. Full sin, no edits, cause just go to full sin. And we'll get you done right. Full sin, and we'll get you going right. Full sin, keep it going day and night. And this ain't just a podcast, we get it right and keep it tight.
So now, what's up, guys? This is Juan again with another episode of Full Send. And on today's episode, as I said before the break, was talking about scaling and what that looks like. And yeah, so we'll just go on from there. So I'll just say in the last 30 days, we've been really busy. The month of March was a pain in the ass, to say the least. And then April is no different. In March, we did 3,600 orders. And I want to say my team kicked ass. So with that, sitting back and just checking out the team, you get to see, the growing pains of growing a company. So with the amount of people I have right now, I got 2 in freight, 5 in fulfillment or in partial fulfillment. 1 is strictly dedicated for Amazon. And then I got 1 going to who I would say not a part-time, but because he spends most of his time running towards Texas Pride to get parts for their customers, since we are, I guess, their official trailer parts store. He spends most of his time up there trying to get parts, and that's just a little kink we got to work out. Is trying to, as far as managing time. But no, what was I going to say? The sitting back, watching, and trying to figure out when you need to scale. So, like I said a minute ago, with the 5 people in parcel and 2 in freight, my guys are kicking ass and they're putting it in overtime and getting orders done. I think 1 week we were like 950 packages, 954 packages or orders. So that was almost 1,000 orders a week. We average about 850 to 900. So, without having to drain my team and have them basically bust their ass, it's about time I look into hiring another person for fulfillment that can alleviate some of that stress and alleviate some of that those pain points with my fulfillment team. We got a lot of stuff that works against us when it comes to fulfilling. So from inventory, warehousing, Mother Nature, because we can't control when it's going to decide here in Texas to be 40 degrees and then in 30 minutes later be 100 and something degrees, or decide to pour down rain. So we have different elements that we work with, especially now that we are officially in a area for blizzards. Apparently, we haven't had a snowpocalypse in a while, but what was it? 2 years ago we had a snowpocalypse. This year we had the bad. No, not this year. The year before was the bad freeze. I don't think we had any issues this year. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. We have a lot of different elements that we work against us to get these packages out. And I know, like I said before, Amazon has ruined it for a lot of industries, because Amazon has made everything to be the order it today, I want it tomorrow style of e-commerce or marketplace. So growing that team, I do believe that being able to add 1 more team member to the team is going to be real efficient. Being able to push out at least from a good solid 150 more orders a week. If not reducing some of the stress and the workload that my current team has, which is also a plus side because that way they're not overworked or overexhausted. Like right now, I'm out 2 people this week just because they came in last week and they weren't at 100%, but they knew that we were out a couple people and they wanted to make sure that the customers getting taken care of. That shit doesn't go unnoticed by me or any of the other leadership team here. But no, it's the small stuff like that that you notice and makes you realize when you're looking back, sitting back, that you need to scale your team up. And whether it's 1 or 2 people, it's kind of hard to determine that right away. But another thing you got to look at when scaling is also the space and availability that you have for adding another person, because anybody can add a person, but if you don't have the workspace to do it and you don't see the available workspace in your area in the near future, it's kind of hard to do. So you gotta work against that, the workspace, and then also the area where you're at for hiring people. So right now what do you consider this, a rural area, right? Madisonville?
Kinda.
That's a rural area where, Madisonville's population, if I'm correct, is maybe 4,000, 4,500, somewhere around there. So here, the only thing you got is Texas Pride, Buc-ee's, Monterey, or you're working on a ranch. But the pool that we have to pull from as far as employee choices is not as huge as if it would be like in Bryan College Station area, Houston area, Conroe, some of these more larger cities that, you have diverse people wanting to look for a job. But no, like I said, it all goes taking effect into the area you're in to looking for hiring. You got to, what are you going to pay? Because if they're going to commute, you got to take a look at that. You got to look at where you're going to put them in to where basically no one's stepping over each other while they're trying to work. And if you do add another person with the limited amount of space that you have, are you going to be able to get as much, are you going to be as productive by adding another person, or is it going to slow your team down even more because they're having like I said a minute ago, having to work around each other? So these are all things you have to take into consideration when trying to expand your team or scale your team, whatever you want to call it. Those are my takeaways from it. Hopefully I got some insight from it. If you haven't watched any of our other episodes, go back and listen to them, watch them, leave a comment, hit the like button. Check out Women in the Trailer Industry. They have some new stuff dropping every Friday. I think my stuff drops every Wednesday. Let's see. I know what we got coming up. As far as shows, the only thing I see is NATDA, which is in August. So if you're going to be there, hit us up. We're going to have a podcast booth, and then we're going to have our booth there for the store. I know if you want to be on a podcast, get with Kiefer or Lacey and get signed up. If you want to, if you're interested in a little bit more about what we do here at the shop and what services we can offer you, stop by the booth, talk to one of the team members, and get some information. Don't know exactly who we're taking. That's all falls on Lacey, but I know she'll drop that information later on. So hopefully, y'all swing by, stop by the booth and check us out. Yeah, stay tuned. I know Kiefer's going to be doing that class for social marketing. I think that's what it is, both for dealers and trailer manufacturers. I think Lacey and Caitlin have a committee for women in the trailer industry. I think that's what it's called too. But now, if you haven't checked out our merch or any of our stuff, go to TTPOmedia.com and check out some of our merch. But no, if you need any trailer parts, whether it's for your lawnmower business or your car hauling business or just your weekend getaway with your side-by-sides. Not your side chick, your side-by-side. Check out our website. We got a variety of options from straight axles, drop axles, and everything in between. We have a source for torsion axles, and like I said, just from A to Z. I'm stealing that from Amazon, just because I don't like Amazon. But from A to Z, we got everything you need. No, check us out. Adios.